Hello dears, Mikey here and welcome to another speed build. First of all, I wanna apologize myself for being so absent from the channel, but the thing is I start working on Body Shop and when I arrive home, the only thing that I feel doing is like going to bed and rest. This house was built like months ago, like 2 months ago or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I know for sure that I don't upload a video for like 6 months, and that's a lot because I really wanna keep this channel active, and it's been kind of difficult since I start working, but I will do my best. And I really want to go back streaming because I really enjoy it. It's one of the most things that I really enjoy. It's streaming. So about the house, this time I bring you one of the houses that was requested for a friend of mine. We are like Barbie addicts, and we watched the web series of the Barbie in the Dream House, and happens that Barbie has that house that's on the left corner of the video. That was my reference. Of course, the house is not going to be like exactly the same, but at least it's going to look kind of similar. I really love Barbie. In case you don't know, I do collect dolls, so this was pretty cool, and it was also a big challenge because you all know that I really prefer to build small houses, medium houses. Mansions are really difficult for me to build because I really struggle with the shape of it and what to put in such big rooms. That's what's going to happen in here. But yeah, I'm going to change a lot because I'm going to get to the point that I'm like, okay, this lot is too small. I'm building in Edinburgh, and I'm going to build this into the beach lot. And yeah, I don't know. Working on Body Shop has been a great experience, by the way. I really like working in the cosmetics area, but I would rather prefer to work for YouTube and for you guys. And I know that my channel, while I've been absent, has grown a little bit. I have how many subscribers do I have? Let me check. I think it's 200 and something, 215, which is kinda a lot for me. So I want to keep doing videos so I can do my channel bigger, because this is a passion I have since doing videos, doing voiceovers. Like, it's really difficult for me for doing voiceovers, you all know that, but I'll try my best to get over this video with at least half of it, because I want to explain you some kind of stuff you might not know about Barbie and stuff like that. And yeah, I have more videos done, and I'm going to upload them one per week. I have house build. I built some houses during various streams that I did like the last 2 months. Then I stopped streaming, and yeah, I was kind of having a struggle with that round tower that the house has, because there are no round walls, which kind of bugs me a lot yet. I don't know if they are going to implement that in the future or it's only for foundations. I'm not really sure, but then I managed to do it quite similar, and I'm really happy with the results. Like, I'm kinda always happy with the results. I don't know if there's only I don't know if exists only one video that I say that I don't like my builds, so this kind of sounds a little bit, I don't know, cocky, maybe, I don't know. But the thing is, I feel that I always do a better work that I think that I would do, so that's why I always say that I'm happy. So as you can see, this build is going to have a lot of pink, which was a really kind of pain to my eyes, because I was really sick of pink, and pink is my favorite color, don't get me wrong, but I was really sick of pink after building this house, this mansion. I had kind of a struggle also doing the front part, because as you can see in the photo, they have like an archway near the entrance door, and they only have one door, and I have put two because the door is too big on the drawing, whatever, on the image, and I wanted to give that look of biggerness. I don't know if it's that even a word, but okay. And yeah, this video is pretty long. It has like, let me check, 1 hour. 1 hour. So you are going to listen to my beautiful voice during an hour, which is kinda awesome, don't you think? Okay, so I'm trying to make it the outside looking better, because one of the things that I have another kind of difficult was like, I don't know how the back part of the house looks, so I had to kinda invent it. And the same for the roof, because as you can see, the tower has a rounded roof, so but I was starting to talk in Portuguese, I'm sorry. The roof was like rounded, and the Sims 3, the Sims 4 do not have rounded roofs yet, at least I want to think that. And yeah, that's it. By the way, I'm super duper excited with the new expansion pack. Okay, Sims 4. Well, I'm kinda out of date, because I just said Sims 3 like 3 times in a row. Like, I'm super excited with Sims 4 dogs and pets. They do not have horses, but I wouldn't play with them anyways, because they were a really big pets to have on the Sims 3, and they were kinda difficult to take care of, and you had to create a stable and so on, but you can create raccoons and foxes, and you can like choose the color wheel for the pets. So if they create a color wheel for the pets, maybe they would create a color wheel for the clothing and the objects, or at least I want to think that. I maybe be kind of innocent, but at least I want to think that, okay? Yeah, this is the part that I realized this lot is too small for this kind of house. I'm still doing the right room that I don't know what Barbie does there, but I decided to create a spa area because this is a really luxurious house, so it has to have a spa. Besides from that, yeah, now I'm building the pool, as you can see. I tried my best to make it look like the real house. It's going to be a little bit different, but at least it has the same touch. I had a lot of work with the landscaping, I must say. I'm going to get rid of this really green grass. I'm going to add it some, but I'm going to get rid of it. And then when I changed a lot, I was like, well, this makes a lot of more sense. It makes more sense to be near the beach because Barbie lives in Malibu. Malibu is near the beach, and as you can see on the image, the house is like near the sea. So I'm glad I had to change the lot because this makes a lot more of sense. Okay, so this part is supposed to be the garage, which is a fake one because we don't have cars in Sims 4, as all you know. But I used those garage doors that came with City Living to make it look like a real garage, and I'm going to use the escalation sheet to make the toy cars a little bit bigger so they look like cars. Fun fact, there are no pink cars, so I couldn't put a car that looked like Barbie, so I used white because Barbie also used white, like it's a neutral color, so it goes everything with everything. One thing you never should use, according to Barbie, is plaid with stripes or something like that. Now I just added some palm trees because this is near the beach, and as you can see in the image you have a lot of palm trees. So I don't know, I think the look of the house, it does remind you of the dream house. Now the interior, the way that I furnished, it's going to look a little bit different, but only if you watch the web series, because if you don't, you might like it. I did one room for Barbie and then 3 other rooms for her sisters, because she has 3 sisters, Keeper, Chelsea and Stacy. Yeah, I know a lot of Barbie, and yeah. I'm going to add like a fountain over here in front of this part of the building which is separated, just because I thought it would look nice. I used a lot of different windows, like 2 different kinds of windows, and yeah, what else can I tell you? In my job, I'm doing a thing that I always wanted to, which is being kind of a makeup artist. Not really a makeup artist because I only apply foundation and blush to the customers, but it's pretty gratifying. I really like to work there. Yeah, and it gives me some income so I can buy my stuff. And by the way, I'm thinking of giving away one physical copy of The Sims 2 Pets and Dogs when it comes out in my country. So stay tuned to my channel if you wanna win one. Okay, like you are saying now, I don't know if you watched my previous buildings, I'm having an extra, how do you say it, care about where I place the stairs, because I usually start furnishing it first and then I would care about the stairs, but this time no, I decided to do a different one. I decided also to change the color of the house because it was like a little bit purplish, a pink purplish color, and this one is more pastel, which is a little bit more Barbie's face, don't you think? Okay, so yeah, just adding some doors and some pillars and some stairs and rearranging everything in the building mode, because I'm trying to be a little bit more organized when I start building. So I start with the build mode, and when I'm not done with the build mode, then I go to the buy mode, because I'm a mess building sometimes, because I'm building some stuff and then I remember, oh my god, this would look perfect in here, and then I go to buy mode, I place the object so I don't forget about it, and then put it here. But yeah, besides from that, I think I'm a little bit more well organized this time. As you can see, I'm clearing the green, really green grass. I decided to put a llama. I know that in the series the llama was supposed to be a bee, a really big bee from Barbie, but there are no bees brushes, so I decided to put a llama because the llama is kind of the, how do we say, the mascot? It's not the mascot. Is it the mascot? I don't know. It's llama. It's one of the animals that represent Sims. So this is a Barbie house in the Sims. So I decided to put a llama. I think it makes quite sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm adding again a little bit of green grass because if you see the image, the grass is really bright, and I'm going to mix it with sand. Besides it seems I have a problem with English grammar sometimes and pronunciation, and I tend to say science instead of things. But if I think a little bit, I know it's things and not science. So yeah, like I said, I really had a lot of work with the landscaping. I'm doing this in the front part, and then I'm going to get rid of it because I didn't like the way it looked. Yeah, so I decided to add cactus and flowers that look beachy, with the beach then. And yeah, this was quite a mess, to be quite honest. It was like too crowded with stuff, and I decided to get rid of it. Now I'm just adding some foundation around the house because I think it looks I think it makes a better finish. Just decorating my pounds, or at least I like to think this is a pound or a fountain, wherever you want to try it. I didn't play yet in this house, but it might be a little bit heavy for computers that don't have a big performance on the game, so be careful. This might lag a little bit. Actually, every time I come to this slot, everything starts to lag a little bit. So with so much stuff in here, it might make a little bit worse, to be quite honest. But yeah, I decided to put a sitting area over there, placing more palm trees so it looks really Malibu. And now, like I said, I'm getting rid of all of the landscaping over here because it looked quite a mess. And yeah, one thing I like about this building are the way that I organize the rooms, because like I said, usually I have a lot of problems in organizing rooms in big houses, but this time I think I could do it. I think the worst part was the hallways, because I never know what to place in a hallway in the Sims, because I don't know, I don't like to keep them empty because it gives a really empty, and I hate empty rooms. I'm those kind of builders that like to put a lot of clutter, a lot of furniture, and a lot of stuff like that. As you can see, it's not that messy anymore and it looks really pretty. I decided to put a lot of stones because it's near the beach, okay? And my excuse for placing so much vegetation and landscaping is because it's near the beach, and I'm going to say always that. But as you can see, this part is not that messy that used to be. It's a little more sober, if you can call it that. And yeah, lots of palm trees. Palm trees are live. Actually, I love palm trees on The Sims. They look really realistic. By the way, I hope that the new expansion pack gives us a little bit of more gameplay, because I'm going to be really honest with you. I love The Sims 4, but I like to build on it only because everything is so pretty and it has a lot of shades that you can use, and I don't know, it's easier to build in The Sims 4 than in The Sims 3. I don't know, I feel that my creativity in The Sims 4 it's more fluid. It like it just comes. I don't know why is that. Don't ask me why and how, but I feel I get more creative in this game and it's easier for me to build stuff that I have on my mind. Actually, I'm not doing a house that's on my mind, but still I had a lot of ideas to place in the empty spaces, and I think it really looks like Barbie style. I think so. Yeah, just putting some ornaments on the outside so this looks a little bit better. I'm going to put on more plants, more brushes, more everything. But yeah, you can expect more activity on my channel. You can expect more activity on my Twitch channel, because I don't know when I'm going to start streaming. I'm going maybe start in a few weeks, but I really want to, because it's something that really relaxes me, and I really like to talk with people whenever I'm building. And I might do some gameplay. I might play some League also. And I don't know, if you are watching this video, don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I would be really happy if that would happen. And yeah, I was not satisfied with the front part of the doors, because I was like, this is not equal to the house itself, so I decided to go there and change a few things, I guess. But now that I'm watching the video while I'm doing the voiceover, I think I'd rather prefer the way that was on the beginning. But okay, there is no problem. I think it looks alright this way too. What can I say more? I've been talking for 22 minutes, which means it's almost half of the video, and in some parts I'm going to maybe end the voiceover because I don't know what to say more. Now I'm doing the kitchen, and I was like, for God's sake, I'm not going to use pink in every room. Okay, I know this is Barbie's house. I know this is a pink sensation, and the pink color is really associated with Barbie. But I tried the most to use neutral colors, so I could use pink in tiny things like objects instead of the balcons and the shelves and those kind of stuff. As you can see, the only thing that is pink is the fridge, the stoves and the walls. The rest is really white, and other colors. With the plants you add some green and stuff like that. So this house might cost a lot of simoleons, because it's really big and I did not choose the cheapest objects. So yeah, here I decided to put like a banquet room for the guests. So this house is awesome to have parties on it because it's really big. It has a lot of activities to your Sims to do. It has these chocolate fountains or ponge fountains. I don't remember. I think they are chocolate. and they have a bar also, so you can really pass a really good time with your Sims friends over here. I tried the most, so this could look a little bit bar-ish, and yeah, I really like it. Also, you can do weddings here. I don't remember if I put the wedding arch though, but I think that's not important. Besides from that, you will see I will try to put some stuff in the hallway that looks like the hallway of Barbie. Barbie has a really big aquarium. The aquarium also has a dolphin on it. I don't know if you know the web series, but you should watch it. You just have to put Barbie Life in the Dream House on YouTube, and you will see that all of the episodes is over there. Or you also can go to the Barbie official website, because you might think, oh my god, Barbies are for kids, but it has a lot of adult jokes that older people will understand. Okay, my favorite character, by the way, from the series is Midge, because she's really crazy. Okay, and Teresa is also really crazy. Barbie is just Barbie, okay? And then you have a rival, Raquel, which is my favorite, and I also have a doll of Midge and Raquel, which are my favorites. And yeah, like you are seeing now, I'm doing the hallway. And what do I put on the hallway? Sitting areas, because I don't know where else to put. If you are watching this video and you are actually seeing that I'm struggling with what to put in the hallways, if you have any ideas, you can comment on the comment box below, okay? By the way, this house has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, if I'm not mistaken. One of the bathrooms, it's part of the master suite bedroom. It's like a bedroom with a suite, which is Barbie's bedroom. And the other one is the common bathroom, which is really big. It has a bathtub and a shower and those kind of stuff. But it was really fun to decorate and furnish this house, because I could work with different types of pink and different types of pastel colors, and you all know that I'm a sucker for pastel colors. And yeah, I tried to think, what would I like to have on, if I had a really big house, what I would like to have in the hallway. And then I thought I would like to have some sitting areas, because I would like to receive my guests and then sit them while they were waiting for anything. Now I'm going to do the living room, and since I think I said it right now, since the room is really big, I decided to put this diagonal wall in the middle of it to make kind of a separation. And on this side it has this really big television, and on the other side it has like a fireplace. I also decided to mix and match, not match, but I decided to mix the couches, so this would look a little bit edgier, because I don't know, I feel like Barbie is really edgy, and putting only the same couches would be a little bit boring, to be quite honest. And yeah. Also, Barbie's sisters have different personality traits. One of them is really sporty, which is Stacy. So that room is going to be yellow, and it's going to have a lot of sports related objects. The other one is Skipper, which is a little bit punk girl, a teenager girl. She has like a purple stripe on her hair, on a purple highlight on her hair, and I decided to do the room purple, and with a lot of edgy stuff. And she's a girl who is always on the social media, posting stuff, talking with the friends, and I tried to pass that through the decoration of the room. And then you have Chelsea, which is the younger sister. She's still a child, it's not a teenager, which is the room it's all pink also because she's a baby almost. And it has a lot of toys for her to play with, and yeah. Then the garage. Oh, by the way, you're going to see that I'm going to after the living room, I on the next division I did the Barbie's closet because she has a really big closet. According to the web series, you for you to walk through the old closet, you take like 1 week or something like that. I know that I did a closet a little bit tinier, but there was no need for the Sims to have like a really big closet, so I decided to make it a little bit tinier. You're going to see also, oh, this part over here is going to be a disco part where your Sims can dance, have fun. I'm going to put a DJ table, I'm going to put a bar stool, and so on. I really like bar stools because you can train mixology and do awesome drinks with it. The drinks on this game are so pretty, to be quite honest. But like I was saying, where was I? I got lost now. Where was I? By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but my voice has a different quality, and that's because I have a new microphone, and this is the first time I'm using it on a video for this channel. I hope you like it. So, oh, like I was saying, on the closet you're going to see that I'm going to do a really tiny eating area. And that's because Barbie's closet do have vending machines and like a coffee area. Like actually a coffee area. You have like a waiter there that serves you coffee. It's a little counter with a coffee machine and some food. I decided to put some food over there and to put some popcorn machines, and it's going to look really cool. After that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build the garage. And I was like, what the hell I'm going to put on the garage since we don't have any cars to put on it. So I decided that would be Ken's division. So adds a lot of mechanical stuff because Ken likes to construct stuff. And it has a photo booth, so Barbie can pose and do her model career. Actually, I'm thinking about doing Barbie and their friends on the scenes and do like a gameplay where her F2 has all of the careers at level 10 on the Sims, but that would be kind of difficult, to be quite honest. But would be fun. Would be really fun, to be quite honest as well. See, I'm doing the eating area as well. I put like a fridge, I'm going to put a microwave and a coffee machine, popcorn machine, or that's the ice cream one. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it has a coffee machine. And of course I'm going to put a lot of sitting areas here. So this is kinda a little bit of a useless division, but you can always send your Sims here to change their clothes, and this is to look like a storage of Barbie's clothes because she had so many careers that she's full of clothing. Oh, then I found a really cool match between objects, which is this mirror with a table with this desk with a mirror. I know this has a name, but I forgot. and I decided to grab, I don't know if it is here, but I decided to grab that lighting, which is like a rectangular lighting with some lamps, and putting it around the mirror so it looks like a really diva desk with a mirror. I know that is a name in English, but I can't remember. I can't remember right now. So yeah, like I was saying, also the garage will be a gym. It's going to have a plasma TV. So it's the part for Ken to get fit, or maybe Barbie, or maybe Stacy, who likes sports. So I'm going to put like a treadmill, a workout station, and a box bag. I don't know if you call it like that, but yeah. Besides from that, you will have on the last story of the house like a game room, something like that, with a lot of games and family activities. And then on the outside you will have the sliders and some barbecue station, so your Sims can have a barbecue fest and a lot of fun with your kids and family, because this is a Barbie house, but you can use this as a familiar house, as a family house. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say about this house. I just described it, everything that is going to have. So I hope you stay tuned for the rest of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, give it any suggestions you have on the comment box below, and stay tuned because I'm going to make a giveaway soon. So thank you so much for everyone, dears, and see you next time. Bye!